Hello, my creative friends. My name is Heather North. You can find me on Instagram at Heather's Creative Blessings. Today is Wednesday, July 14th, 2021, and this is Flosstube number 29-ish. I'm not 100% sure on that. I did not film a video last week. I was suffering from migraine, and so I just decided to wait. But that means I have a lot to share with you. The big orders I placed mostly for fabric have come in. I have, let's see, 4 finishes. I've got 7 more WIPs. I've got a new start. I've got all kinds of things to share with you. So grab your whatever it is you're stitching, hopefully you have something, and your favorite beverage, and let's just hop right into it. I am going to start with my stats for June because I filmed last on June 30th, even though it didn't go up until later. And I was hoping to eke out a finish. I did not. I don't even remember that far back what happened that night, but something got my attention. So I had 1 finish in June, which brings my total to 23. However, I have 4 finishes already in July, that first week in July. So I had a lot of things that were close. I just didn't get them done. And but I have 23 finishes as of the end of June. I had 2 FFOs, which are fully finished objects, which bring me to 6 for the year, and 3 new starts. And I don't have a number for how many new starts. I'm not keeping track of the number, but I do have them all listed here. If it's highlighted, it means I've also finished it. So, I mean, it's not too terribly bad. So those are my stats. I think I shared my WIPGO finishes for June, or that I had reached my goal for June and my last video. You can go check that out if you missed it. I didn't really advertise that I had done it just because issues, let's just say issues. So WIPGO, Jessie Marie Does Stuff, WIPGO, our Wix, works in progress, set up on a bingo board. You set your own goal. Check out Jessie Marie Does Stuff here on YouTube, and she'll have a video explaining all about it. But she posts the numbers every month on her Facebook group. And so the numbers for July are 2 and 12. For me, number 2 is a bride's prayer. It's my longest, oldest WIP, and my goal for the month is to do 5 hours. I think I've done 4 so far. I've done at least 3, but I think I did 4 hours. And so that means all I have to do is just pull it out every Wednesday for the rest of the month and work on it for an hour. And then the second one is Mary and Minty. It's by Brenda Gervais of With Thy Needle and Thread. Last year on Instagram, she had a mystery stitch along, and she released it for free. I think it was each week or each day she shared a piece of the pattern. And so now, of course, that's been taken down. I think she's released it as a pattern, or she will be releasing it as a pattern that you can purchase. I don't know for sure, but my goal for that, I had done very little. In fact, I'll share it with you in just a second. But my goal was to do the tree. So for WIPGO weekend, I broke it down just a little bit more. Last weekend was WIPGO weekend. And this is, sorry, I have to unfold it and refold it. This is my, like I said, oldest WIP. This pattern is very old. It's about falling apart. Just about falling apart. This is, like I said, Paula Vaughn. So, like I said, my goal is to do 5 hours. My goal for WIPGO weekend was to do this lamp right here. Now, this lamp has, oh, I lost the little sticker. Maybe it's on the inside. So it might not be exactly right because I'm trying to go from memory. I think there were 9 different colors in that lamp. There were full stitches, half stitches, quarter stitches, and back stitches. There were at least 11 colors around it because you have the, what's that? The headboard, the pillows, the frame, the side table, all of that around it. 5 of those colors I added this past weekend. So, you know, 15, 20 colors, different colors for that little tiny lamp that I just did this weekend. Some of it had been done ahead of time. I think there's like 25 total colors. It's like, that is a lot for like 70 stitches. So I did meet that goal. I also did the frame around it and the table beneath it as far as I could. I'm not doing back stitches until everything around the objects that need to be back stitched are done. But this is my piece, the whole piece. And then I'll close up here for you. There's the lamp and the little frame, the table. Last week, before WIPGO weekend, I had finished off the pillows. I think I had it started, but I finished off the pillow. Did this pillow started? I'm not sure about that one. And so going forward, I only have 1 or 2 more hours. Like I said, I'll pull it out on Wednesdays, WIP Wednesday. So I'll work on it a little bit today when I'm done filming. Probably just a little bit because I've got a lot of stuff to do today as far as filming goes and then editing and all that. But I will either go down with her nightgown. It's done kind of in long rows. Are those rows or columns? Anyways, it's long vertical stitches for most of that. And then this is a little cat on a pillow here. So I'll either do that or that and trying to get done. If I could get page 1, because there's just at the about here is where, because there's a little bit at the table on the page 1 and page whatever 3, 2, I don't know. Anyways, I have this much to do and then that page 1 will be done. So I don't think I'll get all the way to page 1 being done by the end of this month, but it would be so nice. I think it'd be motivating, and it'll just be the last page to do on this WIP that is decades old. At least 1 decade old. If I don't get it done, I don't know that it will be coming out again in 2021. The only reason it would come out is if all my other WIPs are done. I love this, and Peaceful Shores I'm planning to carry on to next year. So Mary and Minty, I don't have the pattern because it's just the pattern. There's not a picture to show you. What I had done though is the deer, the candy cane border, and 1 snowflake. So in the past 2 weeks, I have been able to get the tree, the candy canes, more of the snowflakes, the star on top, the trunk of the tree, and I've started on this poinsettia holly border. Yay! It's so pretty. I changed some colors because I started it last December. I knew that there wouldn't be time to order the colors that were called for, so I used what I had in the stash. If you're interested, let me know and I can share those with you. If I had the called for colors, I think I used them, but because I think the deer is the called for color, but I'm not sure. Okay, so that also goes with Jolly July, or Christmas in July, or whatever you want to call it. I did some patriotic stitching, 4th of July, right? And I'm doing some summer stitching, and then I'm throwing in some Christmas stitching as well, because I like to stitch in season, but I also want to get some of my Christmas things done, at least a couple of them, so that I can display them this year. So it's kind of motivating to do that. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do my finishes next instead of my WIPs. Usually I would start with some WIPs, but I'm going to do my finishes and the lead into the WIPS. This is called Rose Farm. It's Rose Farm Frame by Shannon Christine Designs. What she has done is released the frame for free on her website. So it only includes the white squares around the outside and here, and then the green kind of gingham stripe. Those two gingham stripes. So I finished that. That was the frame. And then I moved on to the pink barn. I've also started that. I don't know. I might have started that in May for Stitch Mania. But I've started this part. And I'm using all of her called for colors. I haven't changed a thing. And I usually don't with Shannon Christine Designs. I love the way that she charts her patterns. They're very easy to follow, and she creates the shading and the highlights and the depths using just DMC. So that's probably enough showing you the pattern. I have the pink barn that, like I said, I'm on right now, and then those three blocks below to do as well. This is a great, even though it's more of a spring project, I think it's a great one to do in the summer as well. It's just very fresh and pretty. And here we go. Colors are always going to be more true back here, but you can see the details more. And obviously I need to iron. I don't iron in between doing my projects very often. So I think I just had a row of these squares to do, or maybe it was the green down below. I can't remember, but there wasn't a whole lot left to do. So this was, I think, my first finish of July. And I did some more on the barn and the fence. Love this one. I need to pull it out more often. I'll probably say that a lot. I think that a lot. It's like, oh, I love this. I want to work on it. But I love them. Well, I no longer love them all. At one point, I have loved them all. Sometimes they frustrate me and I don't love them anymore. But not that one. That one, anything Shannon Christine Designs puts out I just love it. And no, I didn't get the Halloween. I think that was who put out a Halloween like ornament club. I've got her Christmas one from last year. I still haven't done. I have so many patterns from her that I have not done that I decided I'm just gonna wait. Plus I don't really decorate for Halloween. I decorate more for fall. So this is in my Dot Goose Designs bag, and I want to show you this because this is the little pouch I take in and out to carry in my, I'd say my Go project or my car project or whatever. This has my reading glasses or a pair of reading glasses. They're just the cheap, I don't know, Walmart ones. And then scissors, it's hard to see. Scissors and a little needle threader. So I can take this, because it's in just a little bag, and put it in different projects and take them with me. And I try to take projects with me that are easy to see. Often they're on Ada or a 28 count Lugana maybe. And they have either a really easy pattern. This is a really easy pattern, big type. This is perfect because it's on white Ada, I believe. It's like whitewash board Ada. It's using full stitches. I don't think there's any back stitches or anything like that on this pattern. And there's fill-in. So I filled, like I did the outline of the hearts, and that's what I did this past week. I filled in 2 of the hearts while sitting at the mechanics, waiting for my son's car to be fixed, which is still not fixed. But this is Just My Type by It's So Emma, Fat Quarter Shop. And this is what I have. But like I was saying, I will take my little scissor pouch and put it in different bags and take them with me. And it'll either be fill-in work, it'll be really easy to see, so I don't have to take my light with me. Although I do have a Halo Go. It's just something I can do while sitting in the car and waiting, or in a waiting room at the doctor's or whatever. And it does change out a little bit from season to season, but I tend to stay with the same thing for a month. So this will probably go back into my car. Look at that. So I got this heart and that heart done. And I'm not doing it, I'm doing it very differently. I'm not doing the heart just in a rows or columns because I really wanted the variation. This is color and cotton thread. I'm using the called for thread. I really wanted that to show up and just have a depth and dimension from the back. I didn't want it to just be striped or, you know. So I am kind of jumping around a little bit with my stitches on it. It might not be as pretty in the back, but I think it's prettier in the front, which is the most important part, right? So that's that. This is a Dot Dot Goose Designs bag. She makes really good bags, Denise. You can find her on Instagram and Etsy, I think. Anyways, I love her bags. They've held up very well. It stayed nice and clean despite being taken places, and I can just... You can be a little rough with them. I wouldn't suggest being rough with them, but I'm not like super gentle with it, and it still has held up beautifully. Okay, so I think those, no, there was one more. This is not it. Hold on a second. Where did you go? Oh, I guess that was the only, I guess I only showed you one finish. I went right into WIPS. It's cool. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I've done this before, right? I mean, it's episode 20 or Flosstube 28 or 29. I've done this before. But let's just keep going in the order it is here. And I'll finish with finishes. So we'll have Patriotic split in between. This is from Plum Street Samplers. Hello Summer. Love this so much. I have changed some of the colors. I'm using most of the called for, but I have changed a few things in here. Let me see. This is Hello Summer. Let me find my notes. Okay, or maybe I don't have it. Number 16. Yeah, I've changed some, but I haven't written them in here yet. But I used Macchiato fabric, 28 count from Luminous Fiber Arts. This is Misty Purcell of Luminous Fiber Arts. I really like this Macchiato color. I need to check out her website and see if she has any more because I definitely want it in the higher counts. Here is what I have so far. And the main thing that I changed was the red. Yeah, I want to say, because I have gas, so Gentle Arts Weathered Barn, I think is what I am using. I also added in Weeks Dye Works Sanguine and for the lighter pink. It called for used bricks, which from Classic Colorworks, which read very pink on this fabric, and I wanted my stripes to look, you know, Americana red. So I did use that in here. So I have used the let's see, in the center of that one flat, the center of this one here, and that one. That's the used bricks by Classic Colorworks, and it's just, you see it compared to the red that I put in the flag, it was just pink. So I also changed the leaves a little bit because the ones that the color I had looked really yellow, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to look green. I have found, and you probably found this too, when you change the color that is used in the sample, the color of the fabric, I didn't have it. What was called for was R&R Reproductions. Patriots Blue. Brew, not blue. Words are hard, y'all. Patriots Brew. And I did not have that, so I changed that. And when you change the color of the fabric, your threads are gonna look different on the fabric as well. And then when you're using over dyed, it has different dye lots. And sometimes you may use a pattern that's older and the dye lots have changed, the colors have changed slightly. So I find it's good to be a little bit flexible. So the next thing is a new start, although I love this bag. It's got pink barns behind here, not that you can see it. And I planned on doing my Shannon Christine designs in here, but I had already put, and I just gave you a little sneak peek, I had already put my samplers of the month from Country Cottage Needleworks in here. This is the August. I skipped July. I will do it at the end of the year. I've skipped a couple of months that I will redo later because I was so excited. First of all, I have a lot of Patriotic stitching already in the works. But the other reason was the August came out and it's a beach theme. And if you can't tell by my room, I love the beach and the ocean. And so it had sand castles and seashells and sand dollars, and I had to do this. So I got this, I want to say I got it Monday. I started it Monday night, like 9 o'clock at night. And it typically takes me a week. I mean, in a week, I can typically get one, maybe 1.5 of these sections done. In 2 days, I got 3 sections done, and I have started on the 4th. Colors are better here. But look at that. I love it. So look at the little seagulls. I love this piece so much. I'm going to look up because I did change the colors. I did not use the called for, or what came, I should say. I did not use the one that came in my Sampler of the Month Club from Fat Quarter Shop. It's Witchilt Beautiful Beige. Ada is just so stiff and I don't enjoy working on the stiff fabric. So that's going to be part of my giveaway. Stay tuned for that. But instead what I used for this piece is Sandcastle Jobelin hand dyed by Witchilt, or it says hand dyed, and it's by Witchilt. It's 28 count, and I bought it from Everything Cross Stitch. So those are all the details. I'm using all the called for colors. I did consider changing the sand to be a lighter color because one of the colors I have is called Sunkissed. It was for a different pattern, not this one, but it was in my collection of fabrics. I thought that was more of a beachy sand color, but then I thought about it on this piece of fabric and I thought it might be too light, and so I just went with the called for. And it looks like wet sand that way. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I think I need to order some more of that 28 count Sandcastle because I think it's just a great brown. And you know, I've changed up what I've done for a few of these, but that could be a really good one to use in future fall sampler of the months. Next. It's kind of silly, but it feels like opening a package every time I open something. Okay, this is some more of my Christmas in July. This has not seen the light of day for a long time. It is Country Cottage Needleworks Glitter Village. I want to do all of them. I put them on a fabric. This is one of the things I started last year when I was getting back into cross stitching and discovering new fabrics and new places to buy from and just different counts. And I did not count properly, or I wasn't thinking about leaving space or anything. And so this is barely gonna fit on the fabric I got. This is 32 count raw silver Belfast linen. I'm not sure where I got it from, but this label reminds me of Everything Cross Stitch. So I think it's, or 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Probably one of those two places. Could be Hobby House Needleworks, but I think they usually do theirs in like a brown paper bag. So I also got the little needle minder that goes along with it. But I love it. It's an opalescent. It's more of an opalescent, or oh, raw silver. Okay, yeah. It is so pretty. 32 count though on this, and it's a very tight weave. I need a magnifier and lots of light, and my Halo Go light broke. Now, The light still works. The magnification works. It still recharges. I love that light. I got it soon after this and another project, which I don't have here today, but that I started at the same time because I was doing the higher count. I'm like, I can't see this anymore. My eyes have gotten old. And so I got that Halo Go light. It still works, but the dog knocked it off of my lap and the arm broke. So I can super glue it back together or duct tape it or something, but I adjust it because it is adjustable. You move it up and down to get the magnification just right. And so I ordered a new one, just came today, but I haven't been able to work on my higher count fabrics this week because of that. Amazon to the rescue. So here is what I have so far. I am so in love with this piece. I just want to stitch it. I want to get it done. I want to do all of them. It has not been frustrating at all. My Snow Village has been very frustrating. The fabric's really soft and I couldn't see it. So that's the other one that I want to bring out this month to stitch on in July. But I had, like I said, I had to wait, and the package just came about 30 minutes ago with my light. So I have it charging right now. When I'm done, I might have to wait till tomorrow because after this, it'll be getting ready for dinner and, you know, got to check my work a little bit. And so, yeah, but probably by tomorrow, I'll be working on this again. I may pull it out tonight. We'll see, because I just want to put some more stitches in it. And I think it's going to go really fast because at this point, there's going to be a lot of fill-in with the house. So I am using all of the called for colors as well on this one. Next, I think this is my last WIP, and then oh nope, there's 2 more WIPs. Oh my goodness. See, this is what happens when there's 2 weeks. This was one of my WIPGO numbers from last month that was called, and I kept working on it because I wanted to bring it into Jolly July. It's something I think I may have started in Christmas in July last summer. I'm not 100% sure on that, but because the colors are a little more beachy colors, they still work for Christmas. Beach and snow are very similar colors, winter and beach. So you can look at my last video to see where I was after the last video, but I definitely surpassed my goals. And like I said, I've kept working on it that first week. And then once my light broke, I pulled it out again. I'm trying to do a length of thread every day or every other day. A length of thread a day would really get me far if I kept working on it until this piece was done. But I have added some more to this Frosty the Snowman block. I think all I had before was just one of his stick twig arms. I've added some snowflakes a little bit down here. Those are little birds. I got my first music note in. Eesh, I love this piece so much. I just want it to be done so I can have it up and on display this Christmas. Actually, well, yeah. It'll be Christmas, but it can stay out a little bit longer. It does say Jingle Bells, but the rest of it is kind of winter frosty. So it can stay out even longer than just Christmas. And then this is my last Christmas piece. This is one I haven't pulled out in a while. And that is, and I had barely done anything on it, but I had it started and just was really looking forward to getting in the mood to do Christmas again because I love the colors on this one. This is by Little Dove Designs. It's called Home for Christmas. I mean, can you even look at the little mailbox? Look at the gingerbread. Ah. Okay. Another Dot Dot Goose Designs. Look at how pretty this fabric is. And I know I could make this myself, but I would rather be cross-stitching than making bags. And Denise does such a good job on her bags that why not? Why not just give her the business? And the matching, I think she calls them pals. So this, let me look it up because it's been so long. I have no idea what I stitched this on. Thank goodness for writing things down, right? So this is on a 28 count Not Another Sampler. It is the perfect neutral. If you were looking for a neutral, I cannot highly enough recommend Not Another Sampler. Happens to be Jobelan. It's from Bestitch Me. You can find Brandy at Bestitch Me she has a website, she's on Facebook, she's on Instagram. This was the fabric of the month for September 2020, and I have since ordered more in higher counts. I'm sure you've seen that on a different video. Hi, kitty, kitty. There's Kitty coming in. Hi, Jasper. This is what I have. I'm not sure if I had the border. I don't think I had the border even completely done the last time I picked this up, that outer border. But I finished the outer border. I've added in some snowflakes, and I'm starting it on the inner border. Those two little white rectangles here, those are the tops of the chimney. There's a little bit of snow on the tops of those two chimneys. And so for placement, I just thought it'd be easier to do it as I was going across. I'm always nervous that a border is going to line up. Do you guys feel the same way? So that is my home for Christmas. And that's what I think I've been working on that mostly this week. I think that's when I pulled it out. Again, when my light went out, I had to kind of change up. I had to just work on 28 count and lower because with the magnifier. The room that I stitch in the most often is really dark, and so I have to have light and often magnification. Okay, this is a finish. Woohoo! This is American Spirit. It was a Stitch Quarterly, I think summer last year, and it may have been my very first Stitch Quarterly. But here's the pattern, and I'm using all the called for stuff that was included in that kit by Fat Quarter Shop and It's So Emma. The pattern is available now separately, so you can order the pattern. It's no longer exclusive, but it was. This is on Vintage Country Milk, I'm pretty darn sure. 28 count. I love it. I want to finish it as a pillow. I can do a pillow, but I am strongly considering sending it to Keepsakes in Ohio, because I have seen Pam and Steph of Just Keep Stitching have shown their pillows or their finishes that are done at the shop. And I love how they have it so stuffed, so full, but then it's also kind of a flat, puffy thing. Can you be flat and puffy at the same time? Anyways, I love the way their finishes turn out. And I haven't done one yet, so I thought about it. I might have to just call and see how much it would be to have that finished and see if it's worth sending to them, because I think with it being that puffy, this is something that can kind of lean on my tier tray, lean against the center. And yeah, I don't know. I really like it. And for some reason, I keep envisioning it as a pillow. And I did get it done before the 4th of July. This was done on July 2nd, but no FFOing for the 4th of July weekend. Because we had such a hot spell and no rain, all fireworks were banned, so we didn't do any fireworks. We just worked on our yard and our fence. Fireworks would be more fun. But too dangerous. Way too dangerous here. And so the next finish, Stitchy Stars. This one would have been done before the 4th of July. Oh, it's by Lori Holt. It would have been done before the 4th of July, except I ran out of navy from Weeks Dye Works, which I don't think is, I had bought it as the kit. I don't think it's because it wasn't enough. Although let me know if you have done Stitchy Stars and you've run out of navy as well. Let me know. But I think that I lost a length of thread with 3 to 5 strands on it that walked off on my clothes or on the back of the dogs or something. So I had to wait for that order to come in. And when it did, I was like, yes, I am getting this done. I think it was last Wednesday that it came in. And I got it done because I was going to do a video, but then my head started hurting so bad I couldn't do one. So anyways, anywho, there is my Stitchy Stars. Love it. Love it. This is a pattern I'll be keeping because I am considering doing this like a quilt block or like a quilt itself. And so doing 3 blocks across and 3 blocks down. I would just need 1 more block, or I could repeat one of these blocks but change the color placement, and the blocks will look totally different when you change the color placement. I will be doing it probably in different colors as well because that keeps it more interesting, I think. But I so love this. Lori did a fantastic, fantabulous job. And a lot of times her patterns are interchangeable with, you could change out the borders and use a different border from one of her other patterns and the insides. And I think it may be charted differently, but it may be charted the same as her, I'm not sure what they're called, stitch cards, I think is what they're called. But she is also a quilter, so I just love Lori Holt's stuff. I know you all do too. The next thing is my Stitching with the Housewives calendar crates. And I did the small previously. I'll show you my fully finished in just a second. But I finished the large crate, and I did buy this thing from Hobby Lobby to do it. I will be following similar to what Priscilla and Chelsea have done. Priscilla, they did a video where Priscilla shows how she finished these things on her YouTube. So go check out Stitching with the Housewives to see how they did theirs. And I do plan on doing something somewhat similar. I used mostly the called for floss. I did my own coffee tea dyed for the fabric. But I did change down at the bottom, the crates. The wording was all in white. And so I changed it to kind of a red, white the same, and blue. And then for the blue part, when we got to Made in the USA, I did red, white, and blue. I don't know. I just wanted to do something a little different and have more of those colors. I also changed out the yellow stars to these Smyrna stitches. I'm not sure I did that correctly, but that's what I did there. And I may or may not, because it's done, but I may add a few more Smyrna stitches up in the sky because I just think it looks like sparkly. Like with fireworks, sometimes you have the yellow fireworks, but then you also have my favorite are the white, and the way it kind of glitters. I mean, if you've ever been to, seen the fireworks show at Disneyland, I just like that sparkle glittery look. So it's pretty busy. It doesn't really need anything more, but I am considering that. So we'll see when that gets fully finished, if I do it or not. In my haul, I'll show you, well, actually I'll just show you right now. I have already the September calendar crate with the floss. I really like this. More than likely this will go up in October, and maybe it may go up in September. Oh, it's so stinking cute. I love it. I love the colors that they use for the pumpkins too, adding in some of that teal. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in my calendar crates bag. The small that's right here, I also did in my coffee tea dyed using the colors that they called for. And I finished it like she showed, but I want to similar. I mean, I added this little bow with a glue dot. So it's just like a sticky tape I can pull off and on. The piece itself I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to show you how I take it out. I just kind of push and I can pull it out. This is the piece. It said Home of the Brave. They also have, I think, God Bless the USA, something like that. I glued and it slipped down. I tried E6000 glue for the first time. It kind of reminds me of rubber cement, but it's clear. Anyways, I glued the magnets on. They're kind of thick magnets. And then I tried with just one to start with, and this is actually glue gunned on. And then I took these washers that I had ordered off of Amazon, and they were really, really thin, and they kind of stuck to it, but once you put it on a board, it's just too heavy and it wouldn't hold. So I tried to do a second one. That's how I got glue all over the place. And then we were in Home Depot, again, something for the fence, I'm sure. And my husband, you know, sometimes he takes a little long in Home Depot and I get a little bored. But I was looking for some different things and I ended up in the hardware, he was in the hardware section, I think. And I was like, ooh, I should look for washers here. And I saw magnets on the wall, which was really helpful. I pulled the magnets and then I went through, they have these drawers with different washers, and I just went through and tried to find one that would stick to it. Like that. So you can see the washer. And I will read to you what it says. Well, actually, I'll show you. You can take a screenshot maybe. But it's called Yellow Zinc. And this happens to be 1/4 inch. It's grade 8. It was the perfect size, or it is the perfect size. You're laying it sideways. For the magnets that I use. I think I got the magnets at Hobby Lobby. I may have ordered them on Amazon as well. But they also had them at Home Depot, so just FYI. They were out of this size though, so I didn't get them this time. They do have smaller sizes and larger sizes. So what I do is I put the washers on kind of where I wanted them to go and made sure that they stuck, you know, because sometimes one side sticks and the other doesn't. Did I say this is a yellow zinc? That was the most important thing. The other ones didn't work. The yellow zinc really did work. Go ahead and take these off. And then, oh, that's what I was telling you. Then you put some glue on here, either hot glue or that E6000, and then you stick your piece on top of it. And then I let it just kind of sit there for a minute because I didn't want them to shift or move, especially with the E6000 glue. That takes a little while for it to dry. But you don't want to get it onto the magnet and have your washer stuck to your magnet. So there is that. I may have just kind of tipped it over. I don't know. Anyways, you put your piece on and the magnets stick to it. Watch Priscilla and Chelsea's video. I'm sure it'll be much easier to understand. But then it just fits right in there. And I have a little bit of leeway so I can kind of straighten it out. If it's a little crookedy, and go up a little, down a little. And by just having the two on there, like I showed you in the beginning, when you push one side or the other, you get a little bit of gap so you can stick your finger in there. Oops, if you don't let go, and pull it right out. So I'll be able to interchange this from month to month. And I'm playing around. I just did this morning with the little bow. I'm playing around with either putting a bow on there or another decoration. But yeah, sorry, I talked more than I meant to about that. But that is my FFO. So I'm going to pause for a second because the video is getting long. Clear this up. And then I'll show you. Oh, I've got Stitchy stash and giveaway and all that. So just a minute. Okay. Are you ready for the giveaway? I've decided to do the giveaway. I'm not sure which order I'm going to put this in. I'm filming different sections or segments so that it will be easier, hopefully, to edit and get it together. But I shared a while back that actually it started with this. Beautiful beige. What count is it? 16 count Ada. So I joined the Sampler of the Month Club, but this was way back in 2020. Way back in 2020. You know, fabric was hard to come by. And so when Fat Quarter Shop was offering the bundle with fabric and the sampler coming out each month and the floss, I joined the club. I didn't realize that I wouldn't necessarily like Witch Hilt Ada. There was only an Ada and a linen option. If there had been a Lugana, I would have jumped on it, but I don't know that it just wasn't offered. And I haven't been able to find beautiful beige 6 or 20. I guess it would be 32 count, wouldn't it, if I was doing Lugana. Anyways, I got that sent to me. It's very, very stiff. Kimberly Jolly loves it. She likes how stiff it is. If you are used to stitching in a frame or a hoop, you may really love that stiff fabric too. I don't particularly love it, and I have moved. I still do some Ada, obviously. I just shared some, but I do more Lugana and moving into linen now, and so I just know I won't use it. I've switched out when I'm doing my sampler of the month. If For me, it didn't work. One of the biggest problems is that there are French knots and back stitches that are not like full back stitches. It's in the middle of an X. That's really difficult for me to do on Aida. I prefer having an even weave or a higher count where you're going over 2 because I think it's just easier to do those stitches on it. Anywho, I decided to give it away. I think I haven't ever done anything on Stash Unload, but I think I'm going to try giving away this package. This is the, I want to say it's a half a yard. I think it's a half a yard because I sent it in 2 different packages. I think I'm going to do this on Stash Unload, as well as this Spiced Honey from Color and Cotton, and maybe a few other things. I'm going to just try it out because I've never done Stash Unloading before. But the other fabrics I have here, I'm going to give away today. Well, next week. So here are the things. Don't say giveaway, don't say free or any of those things in your comments, because watching other YouTubers, it seems like that's the thing that they say. Follow the YouTube rules. You must be 18 so I can get your address to send these to you. I'm going to just do this to the US. If you're outside of the US and you want to enter and you win, you'll just have to pay shipping because shipping is expensive overseas. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of people that get in on this, so your odds of winning are going to be pretty high. Your chances of getting this are going to be pretty high. So I will tell you the word to say and you'll put that in your comment down below. Please be a subscriber. Please like the video. All those things help. And if it goes well, we'll probably be doing more, because one of the things I did in 2020 and into 2021, but a lot in 2020, was I was ordering online. And so you can't really tell what the colors actually are until you get in person, and the way it feels and the way it's going to stitch. And I did a lot of experimenting. So on top of that, I have other things to give. So the first thing will be this. If you are in the, or if you are doing the Country Cottage Needleworks Sampler of the Month, I have pre-cut these 2 sides. This is the 16 count Aida in beautiful beige, and I've cut it down to size and zigzagged the sides. So I want to offer this separately in case you are doing it. The color is gorgeous. I mean, it is the perfect color. I had a really hard time substituting because it really was the perfect color. But like I said, I have issues. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't have to just use this. It's just that these are smaller. It's the small skinny finish. You could use it for ornaments or like tier tray tidbits, that kind of a thing. They will fit on this as well. But if you're interested in the sampler cuts, say sampler in your comment. SAMPLER, sampler. So that's going to be one bundle all on its own. And it'd be great if you told me whether or not you're doing the sampler of the month, or if you want to get started, or if you have any of them. I may throw in a pattern as well. I'm not sure on that because I'm just not sure. But if you're interested, let me know. Okay, so from there, I have more than this. I've got, the next category is going to be the Aida. And I will also throw in some smaller scraps of Aida that you might be able to do a small stitch on, or just to see different things that are out there. But this is for sure going in the Aida pack. This is from Fabric Flair. This is a good sized piece. It's a solid purple, so it's white on one side and it's printed on the other. So you could just do the white and have the white Aida on the other side. I mean, you could stitch on either side. So if you don't like the purple but you will use white Aida, I mean, you can put that to good use. I'm not sure of the count. It looks like 14 count to me. This is a nice gray. Look at the different shading on it. Again, I'm just not really using Ada very much anymore. This is a Zweigart, but I'm pretty sure I got it at Hobby Lobby. I mean, I can't swear to that either, but I'm pretty sure. This is another Witchelt. This is pewter, but it says pewter, which I think of as gray, but I think it looks pretty blue in real life. And we've already discussed my issues. So if you would like to win the Ada bundle with this plus some extras, I might even have some sitting in front of me that I'm not seeing, go ahead and say something about Ada, A-I-D-A, in your comments. Next, thought about doing this on Stash Unload as well, but and I really debated back and forth on this one because this is Color and Cotton and Be Stitch Me. This is going to be kind of the 20. It's going to be 28 count. Sorry, got a hair stuck there. 28 count. This is 28 count as well. It's just going to be 28 count. But, okay. I'm thinking this through and processing it as I'm talking, which is not the best way to do a video. This is Kiwi. Like I said, this is Color and Cotton. This is a fat quarter. This was the May 2021 Fabric of the Month Club. I actually really like this shade of green. That's probably the closest color. But I just can't see I have several different greens and I'm more of a mint green. I just can't see this going in my house anywhere because, I mean, you could, but I'd rather have mint if I'm in here. And then I've got like a hunter green. So I just thought instead of keeping it, waiting for that perfect project or, you know, hoarding it, that I would just pass on the love. So this is one of the fabrics and it's a full fat quarter, you guys. Full fat quarter. And all you have to do is say green, G-R-E-E-N, green. And it's going to be a bundle. So the other one in the green is Aurora. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? And so, like I said, I don't really decorate for Halloween, so I don't really have Halloween stitching. I'm more of the fall stitching, but I could totally picture some kind of Halloween thing going on this fabric. It's just, and I know several people love this. So I just wanted to put that out there. Just as a thank you for subscribing and watching my channel. And especially those of you who share your love of cross stitch with me, either through comments or your own Flosstube videos or posting on Instagram or Facebook, all of those ways that I'm inspired. I just wanted to give back. So these two things will be in the green bundle, as well as this. This is not Lugana. Those two are Luganas. Yes, those two are Luganas. This is a linen. It's 28 count natural natural raw linen. Zweigart is a fat 8th from Hobby House Needleworks. If I have the full fat 8th in here. No, I think I used part of this. So this is partly used. But since it's a 28 count, I'm going to put it in with the 28 with the greens, but it's a natural raw linen. It's a great color. And you can see I cut part of it out already. I'm pretty sure I did. So, not completely green, but this is the green bundle, G-R-E-E-N. Okay, 28 count. And my last bundle, this is the higher count. So I'm going to put this in here. This is from Brandy at Be Stitch Me. She sent me this for free. Thank you, Brandy. So I wanted to pass it on because I will not be stitching with it. It is 40 count Verdal. And she sent this to me so I could see if I could stitch Verdal. And I'm looking at it and I can. I think I really can. I will need good lighting. I will need magnification. But I just don't see myself committing to a 40 count on this piece. I think again this will be a great you can see it's a really dark green brown. This would be great for Halloween. You could do some Christmas, vintagey Christmas on it. Fall stitching. What I'm looking for in a 40 count is more of a neutral. So, yeah, so I thought she gave this to me for free, so I'm going to pass it on. It's a 40 count. This will be, this is an even weave. I think I already said that, but it is an even weave instead of being a linen. So I think even weave is much easier to stitch on. Oh, this is going to go in the other section. This is another 28 count. It's a bigger piece. It was supposed to be Lugana. They're supposed to send me Lugana, but I think it's from Zygarde. I am like 99% sure it's a linen because linen slubs. And I haven't seen slubs in Lugana before. So it's kind of, I was debating, it's kind of in the linen section, but it's 28 count. So I think I'm going to throw this in with the green because it is 28 count. And if that's your sweet spot, they're all together. This will be the linen section and mostly, and it will be all different fabric counts, mostly the higher counts though. Okay, so this is just a little piece, but this is the 32 count French Rain. Is that what it says? I'm trying to read backwards. French Rain. This is a 30 count. A beautiful blush pink. Beautiful. But I have lots of pinks, so. And last but not least in this linen category is, this is also 28 count, antique white linen. But I'm going to keep it in this one here. And this one has a little bit of stitching on it. I think that I was trying to do the Grace pattern in this. And then I changed to something else. So you can just, I'll show you the back. You can just take those stitches out. It'll be pretty easy. I think it was before I knew how to do the loop method even. So if you want to use this piece. It's very see-through, and so I think that was why I changed it out for something that was a little bit thicker because of how I wanted to finish it. So this will be the linen and things. So go ahead and say linen, L-I-N-E-N, even though it's not all linen. I just thought this would be easier for you to remember. So if you're interested in this giveaway, linen. And again, don't say giveaway, don't say anything that will get trolls on our channel, on my channel. And subscribe. And tell me also, what are you stitching right now? Or what are you loving the most that you're stitching if you're like me and stitching all kinds of things? Or what are you stitching while watching this video? Okay, so I'm going to pause here. I'm going to grab all of my stuff that I've been, man, this is going to be a long video. I'm sorry. This is what I do every week. But a lot of stuff came in this past week that I just can't wait to share with you. So let me pause and get reset and I'll be right back. I found 2 more pieces that have fallen off of the desk. I'll be including those as well. It'll be a little surprise for you what you're going to get. I forgot to say this too. I will be pulling the comments, I believe, on July 25th. So go ahead and make sure you've commented by July 24th. It'll be not before my next video because these videos, you just never know how long it's going to take to load. So if it loads right away, I would say a week, but sometimes it just takes a really long time. And since this is a really long video, I'm anticipating it's going to take a really long time. So I want to give you as close to a full week as I can to comment. So yeah, so I'll mention in my video next week, which will give you time to comment just in case. So I'll pull those, I'll pull the winners on the 25th. So make sure that you have commented before then. Okay, moving on. Oh, so much haul, so much haul. I hope I'm not boring you to death. You can pause if you need to get up. So for the first few things I want to share with you, I got a giveaway. I'm trying to think. I might have gotten 2 giveaways. But I also had some companies that really stood out to me, and so I want to share that with you. One of the things I want to share with you, this I got from Fat Quarter Shop. I got their sail away bundle, and they sent me a replacement magnet. There was an error in the way that the magnets were put together, and so I think that the needle didn't stick to the front. I just put it on my bag because it's super stinking cute. But without me even complaining or anything, they just sent me a new one because they realized the error and they wanted to make it right. So it says, this is your replacement sail away enamel needle minder. Since we discovered your original needle minder was found defective, please rest assured that you have not been charged for this replacement. And then if you have any questions, you can contact them. Thank you, Kimberly and the Fat Quarter Shop team. I just thought that that went above and beyond, and I was very impressed that they found an error and they made it right. And it cost them to do that, you know, to send them out again and to not have people have to contact them. So I just wanted to say, I want to see where I can put it where it won't fall. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. Very, very, very impressed with you. Along those lines, I placed an order. Now, I blame Stephanie. Steph of Just Keep Stitching shared a small that she had won at StitchCon, and I paused the video and had to find it. And then the person who stitched it for her, I could be wrong. I think it was the Cupcake Stitcher. I hadn't seen her videos before, or followed her or anything. But whoever it was that stitched it for her did a color conversion, and so I ordered the stuff I needed for that too. So this came in. This is called Nantucket Sewing Set by Stacy Nash Primitives. And what got me was this, the anchor with the roses. I have a pattern, I want to say it's by Riley Blake, a quilting pattern and a panel that I really, really, really want to do that has that anchor and roses and that theme. So, excuse me. So when I saw hers, I just had to have it. I had to order it right away. Stacy Nash Primitives. Hopefully I'll get them stitched and hung together in my sewing room would be my plan. But I ordered the called for floss that they had in stock, and they sent it out right away. There was I don't know, there was an error on their part. Let's just say maybe an error, but one of the things that I was able to add to cart and order was actually out of stock. And so they sent me a notice, it's out of stock, as soon as it comes in, we'll ship it. And so like I think it was the next day or 2 days later, I got the floss. They didn't know that I didn't need this immediately. I wasn't going to be stitching it immediately. They just did the right thing, but it cost them. So I just wanted to share this. I kept this package because to send the missing floss, not missing, but it was a back order that came in within a few days. They sent this. It cost more for them to ship me this than I paid for this. That is good customer service. 123stitch.com is where I ordered this from. And I've ordered from them before. I'll order from them again. I just wanted, not that they'll see this, but I wanted to give them a shout out that they made it right. So sometimes there's just computer errors, and I think that maybe they thought they had it in stock, or the inventory was off, or maybe I had placed it in there and ordered and it took me a while to put my credit card information in or something, and it sold out in between. But instead of making me wait for it or wait to get started, they sent me what they had and they shipped this, and lost money on doing that, but definitely customer for life. So thank you 123 Stitch for going above and beyond in your customer service. So along with that, I placed my first order with XJU Designs, XJU Designs, because the called for floss that she used in the StitchCom piece is Deep Sea Silk from XJU Designs. So I had to get it. And as Stephanie says, you can't have something travel alone. Usually it's a chart travel alone, I think, or fabric travel alone. But you can't have thread travel alone. I mean, I'm ordering, I think it's from, is it from the Netherlands or something like that? They're not in the US, so it did take a little while, but totally worth it. I mean, that's why it didn't matter if my thread came from 123 Stitch. It was going to get there before this did. Anyways, I ordered another color. This is Deep Impact, or maybe it was Deep Impact that is called for. And anyways, this reminds me of a peacock, doesn't it? I want to get that new Jan Hicks peacock pattern. And I was thinking about changing out one of the colors. Maybe I'll change it to that. Although I don't know that there'll be enough. I might have to place another order. So I've been really, really curious to try their fabrics. Oh, and I just wanted to say, I don't know if you'll be able to read that. That's their contact information, but they also included a little fabric swatch as a thank you. Isn't that nice? Anyways, I thought that was really nice. Hi, kitty kitty. Yeah, there's a lot in here. You're gonna knock everything over. So what I got was light nougat, and this has an opalescence to it. I'm not gonna take it out just because I have so much to show you, you guys. But if you want to see it more, tell me what it is, and I will show it in your comments, and I will show it in my next video. But this is 36 count. This would be good for the glitter house villages. Ooh, love it. This is a 32 count beige gray. Just exactly like it says. It's a very light gray. Just a hint of beige. I don't see a lot. There's a little bit of modeling. And then this is not at all what I expected. This is 28 count baby sheep. I thought baby sheep was more of a pink, but this is definitely a light yellow. There. Yeah. Baby sheep, baby sheep. Should be baby chick. Anyways, there's that. So that was my order from XJU Designs. It came a lot faster than I thought it would, considering how difficult it has been to get things overseas both ways. So that was really nice, and I am looking forward to stitching on their silks. Okay. Giveaway. So Priscilla and Chelsea of Stitching with the Housewives, they give away stuff every week. Fat Quarter Shop gives them a lot of things to give away, and so this is one of those things from Fat Quarter Shop. This was a quilt pattern that they made into a cross stitch pattern, but they give away stuff every week, and I have won a few times from them, so it's totally worth it. Plus it's just fun watching them. They're a hoot and a holler. And so I won Peppermint Lane, and I had this in my cart to buy to start stitching this month. I took it out when I won, but I did go ahead and buy the thread pack to go with it. I really like the colors that they use, but I had already planned on changing the gingerbread. I have some Weeks Dye Works in a gingerbread color that I'll probably change that to. And then because I'm changing that, I will add it somewhere else on the pattern. I'm thinking Maybe with the bows or something. Even if it's more of a cocoa color, but I do like the pink mug. So maybe in one of the wreaths and one of the bows or something, I'll change. Oh, the tree trunks, for sure. I'll change the tree trunks from red to that gingerbread. And then something else. Something in the bottom to kind of balance. You know, you have threes, so 1, 2, 3, but there'll need to be something down here that's also brown. So I'll go ahead and do that if I change the gingerbread. But thank you, Priscilla and Chelsea, for this pattern. And thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, for being so generous with other floss tubers so they can give it away and I can win things. And speaking of, this is Nessie. It's a 32 count linen. Oh. I mean, can you even? This is one of those pieces where I would want the fabric to show because I love this so much. Anyways, she has Friday night fight nights and then she does giveaways. And I think that she had skipped the Friday night fight night, but she did a giveaway for people who had ordered in the past 2 weeks. And so I entered to win. And yeah, I won. I mean, I scored. I keep missing out on the Friday night fight nights because I plan on it, and then I forget until like 10 o'clock at night or the next day. And I'm like, oh, I missed it because I am wanting to, and I'm really sad that I missed the one last Friday because she had 40 count for a doll and I think not another sampler or vanilla latte or one of those more neutrals that would have just been perfect. I can just order anytime, but it's really fun to see the fabrics on Friday night fight night and try and get one for yourself. But I digress. Thank you, Brandy. Love, love, love that fabric. Can't wait to decide what to do. I think, and I've probably said this a lot, but I think Whip It Good. I'm not sure who that pattern is by, but I have Whip It Good. And I was going to do it on a more white background with aqua stitching, but I think that would be so cool. Maybe in this with white stitching or something else. I don't know. Quaker Snowflakes would look really good on that too by Hello from Liz Matthews. So where am I going next? So much stuff. Oh, I'm tired, you guys. I am wiped out. Okay, let's go to Color and Cotton. I am in the fabric of the month. I get both 28 count and 36 count Lugana. No. No, this is not. Okay, this is not from the fabric of the month. This is, it's not a remnant sale, but they were trying to sell all of their leftover linens and Adas and Luganas as they transition to having just ready to ship fabrics. So dye lots may have changed or dyes may have changed, and so they just wanted to sell all of the remaining so they could just have what is ready to ship. So I picked up 2 pieces from that. This one is 36 count Edinburgh linen in the color dark umber. It is, yeah, a dark purpley brown. I have no idea what I'm going to stitch in it, but I am excited to stitch something in it. I think it would be gorgeous in the fall. Let me show you the other side, because her fabric just doesn't have a lot of slub. I mean, Color and Cotton fabric is so nice. Can you see the modeling? I mean, the color is not really true there, but the modeling is just amazing. Anyways, I like having purple out in the fall to go with the other fall colors, like the dark purple like this, more of a raisiny color. rum raisin. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then this is called Autumn White. So just a perfect neutral. Again, it's 36 count Edinburgh and it's stapled through the back. So I'm just going to show you. I think I got fat quarters. You can see just a little slight modeling, just a little bit, just enough. You're not going to notice it in your finished piece. You can see it there. But it gives it some depth and just some interest when it's in your finished piece versus just a solid color. It doesn't detract from the stitching at all. So those are the two color and cotton that I got on her sale. And then this is a fabric of the month. This is from Crazy Annie Stitches. I am in the 28 count. I don't know if she has neutral, if she just has one thing, but it's 28 count Lugana in the color Tea Leaves. Do you like that? Another it's just a perfect neutral. A slight yellow cream cast, got a little bit of beige, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of cream, very light. That's a good representation of the color. Well, it's a little more yellow in person, but okay. So that is that. I am telling you, no wonder I want to bless you with fabric, because I have been blessed with fabric. I had a very good month and had a little bit of extra to spend, and I spent it on a fabric, all of it. Well, I didn't spend all of it, but I spent all that I spent on fabric, basically. So this is from Fat Quarter Shop. I think everything left is from Fat Quarter Shop. Yeah. So I told you, get on the Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, I do have one other thing to show you. So before I get into this, this is from Fat Quarter Shop, but it led to some other things. I have to share some things I got for my tidbit, because I plan on using this in the summer and into the fall. If you go on Amazon and you look for tiered trays, one of the things that comes up are things that you can put in the tier trays. Also, if you go to Priscilla and Chelsea's Stitching with Housewives, probably on their videos, or I think her blog is Priscilla's 2000 at blogspot.com, something like that. Sorry, I'm not 100% sure, but she's got an Amazon store as well, so some of these things may be on her Amazon store. But for Prime Day, I ordered, these are beads. Get up close. This is beads covered in fabric that's like a gingham. It's got little gingham bows. I'm not taking it out of here just yet, but it also has a little home. Let's see if you can see. I mean, how stinking cute. Got the buffalo plaid going on. I also got, this is from Fat Quarter Shop. I just loved the buffalo plaid, and then it was a different color. It's a cute little size. I think this is the, it just is black and white flannel pumpkin. Tier tray series. Yeah, I don't know for sure. Doesn't say. Anyways, this is the buffalo plaid. You can find that on Fat Quarter Shop if it is not sold out. I got it a while ago. I just forgot to show it in my next video, in my last video. And then this, I just thought this was so stinking cute. This is a little bee skep. Or a little hive. It's got a heart. It's got a crown, like a crown flower. I want to stitch all the sunflowers. Even though yellow is not my color, I do, you know, make exceptions, and sunflowers and bumblebees are 2 exceptions. I want to put this up as decor, so I thought I would just share that with you, and it wasn't very expensive at all. Okay. Now we're on to just the back order shop. So part 1 is they had a sale on fabric, and it was a coupon code that you got from their newsletter. So if you have not subscribed to Fat Quarter Shop's newsletter, I highly recommend that you do so. They've sent out at least 2, maybe 3 newsletters. It might be a weekly newsletter that they send out. They haven't all had coupon codes, but you can see what's new. You can see, I'm sure if they have spots open up for different clubs, like they had done Trucking Along and the calendar crates and Floss Fix and Floss Frenzy and all of that. Speaking of which, I'm just going to show this really quickly. This is the newest Floss Fix: Baby Chick, Crushed Pineapple, Peach Sherbet, Sunflower, Candy Corn, Tangerine. Great for summer bee stitching. And they're the yellows that I really do like. I like if they're brighter or pastel. But anyways, you'll find out first. And with anything, like the Mary and Minty freebie from With Thy Needle and Thread, follow these people if they are on social media or YouTube or whatever. Follow your favorite designers, follow your favorite shops. If they offer newsletters, get on it, because you never know what you might find. And you might get in on sales or coupon codes or new products or pre-orders or things like that. So I got all of these, and I want to say it was like 20% off. It was a huge order. So now my fabric buying is going to be way slowed down, because these other things came in before this order, or I ordered before this order came, or this opportunity came up. So this is Serene, a 28 count Lugana from Picture This Plus. Love this. If I don't stitch on this, I mean, wouldn't that make a great combo where you stitch on one side and the back and use the other for the back of a pillow or another small? Ignore the cat. The other cat's down here. His name is Gandalf. Name that series that they're from. This is from Fiber on a Whim. 32 count Belfast. Cream and Sugar. And if you want me to show you any of these in a future video, just say what it is. And I can take it out of the package, but I've already been here forever and a day, and this is going to take forever and a day to load, so I don't want to completely bore you. This is Earthen, again, 28 count Lugana from Picture This Plus. I love this. Brown. It looks like a little bit of purple, rose mixed in, but it's not overly purple or rose. It's just, that's kind of the yeah, it's hard to describe colors. This next one is called Dapple. It's a green, a gray, blue, green, gray, yeah, gray with a touch of blue and green. Another 28, no, this is 28 count. So it says Ada. It circles which one it is. This one I am going to take out because the color looks better. This is Night Sky. I mean, it's somewhere between my shirt, because it's got more blue like my shirt, but it's dark like the green futon behind me. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. Ugh. Okay, I'm just gonna open this one. Oh yeah, there you can see the color. Ooh, look what it matches. Okay. My nails. Color Street nail strips. I don't sell Color Street, but I like supporting other businesses and people that do home-based sales. Okay. I also got Crinkle. The new gingham project bag. It has a gusset at the bottom so it'll stand up straight. You know, I really should convert over my Stitching with the Housewives into that, because I have Stitching with the Housewives patterns in a project bag that I made, as well as several of these types of bags that I got from Amazon. So maybe I'll just put them all into one, or several. Maybe I'll do, because they've got different colors. I could do different colors for different seasons. Anyways, the other things I ordered, this, it just got me, because I do sew all the sewing things. I don't know why. I just had to add it to my cart. Like, I need another bag, but you know, I could put a small project. I could put, you know, a small pattern in one of these, but I don't know that I'll use it for cross stitch. I may, but thought I would share it here. Primrose Cottage Stitches Summer House. Thought this would be a good one that you could keep out all summer long. It has the quilt on it, and the quilting stars up above. So I got that. I've been wanting to get all of the tier trays from Madame Chantilly. So this is, I think I only have one so far, but this is the summer one. I love the lighthouse. And because I have just discovered Stacy Nash and my love for her, not just discovered, but kind of discovered. I think when you see pieces stitched, they are so beautiful. So this one is Be Kind Sampler, and I keep wanting it, and I have it on my wish list at several different shops. So I finally just pulled the trigger and ordered it. I'm trying to get it so that you can see it. Be kind to one another. This is a world of care, and there is enough of needful woe for everyone to bear. It's important to remember to be kind. This I have wanted, and did it come out at Needlework Market? I'm not sure when it was released. Several people are doing it. Jan Hicks is doing it, or just finished it. Will definitely change some of the colors, but I really wanted to do this as soon as I saw it. Let's do what we love and do it a lot. Annie the Joyfield Stitcher might have this too. I don't know if she started it or not, but I've seen it over and over again, and I keep thinking, I want that, I want that, I want that, and I haven't ordered it. So I think I was placing an order for something that, it may have been one of these was a flash sale deal, is that what they call it? And in order to get free shipping, I added more, or just to justify buying something on flash sale. I mean, if it saves you $2 but you pay $5 in shipping, I just pulled the trigger on a few things that I had wanted to do. So, and I wanted some I wanted some stitching that can go up for summer or all year long as I switch in between seasons, because right now I have a lot of Patriotic stuff up. It's past the 4th of July. I kind of want to take that down. It's like, what do I want to put up? I don't necessarily want bees and honey for 2 months. So I'm thinking about doing beach or just general summer things that I could put on my walls. Because if I put it on my walls, I want it to kind of stay up the whole month or more. So, love this. I don't know what color changes I will make. I will definitely be taking out this yellow. I'll probably change the color of the house from white to more of a gray, which would match our house color, or maybe a different color. Maybe a darker version of whatever these flowers are charted in. And I think this is what goes with that. I think I ordered the floss too, because there's some floss here. I don't know. So, holy moly, I have a mess to clean up and some fabric to put away. Video to load. I'm not going to edit so much as I'm just going to piece the segments together. I hope it works. I hope it doesn't take 2 weeks to get loaded again. Oh, you guys, I am so happy that you joined me today, and I look forward to sharing my next video with you. Should be a lot shorter. I haven't ordered anything recently, so the only things that might be, I think everything's come in too that I ordered in the last 3 weeks, except for like the monthly clubs that I'm in. So there might be some more of that coming in. That's all I have for you guys. I'm going to work some more on my Christmas in July projects. My Halo Go light, new one just came in, like I said, before I started filming. And so I'll be able to pull out Snow Village and Glitter Village and keep working on my Christmas things. I may have, I don't know, 1 or 2 new starts. I'm not sure, but I want to get some more things to the finish line. And those are my plans for this week. I guess that's it. Like, how do I end this? I've been doing this enough, 29 videos. I should be able to end this. You guys, I hope you have a great stitching week, that you are finding something that you love, that your weather is beautiful, that you are safe, that you aren't in any fire danger. I know some people that are, so I just pray and hope that y'all are doing wonderful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.